oi. Well, stay tuned because there is some fish action in this video. The only reason I'm stating that is because there's a couple of blanks in amongst it. But you know, you got to vlog the rough for the smooth because it ain't always going to plan, should we say. But anyway, it's a stunning morning and I just had a pretty good session. Maybe at the tell from this video on a different lake, but yeah, this will be bolted on at the end. Well, this bit will be bolted on at the start, but yeah, you will see me rambling, droning, moaning, and then you'll get some action pretty much at the end, I'm afraid. But I wonder how many people are going to go fast forward. Can't say I blame you, but I like to do warts and all, rambling and all. So yeah, well, I hope you enjoy the film. Pucker. Oi oi. He's back again. What a surprise. A little bit damp, as you can see. Yeah, wearing my not so waterproof jacket. Only a cheapo fucking thing. But yeah, so he's getting totally drowned. So basically opposite where I was last week because somebody's in there. But means I can keep an eye on it. Yeah, so quite a bit of activity up here today. Steve's here as well. He's next door on the beach. You might see him later on, you might not, depends what sort of mood he's in. But yeah, so yeah, basically got a fucking bit damp getting set up and organised, but yeah, we got that storm on the way, so yeah, bring it on. Gone a bit different this week from the usual MO. Little bit of boilie over the spots. Yeah, to it like 17.5 wraps. Lovely clear area onto gravel and into weed. Little gravel strip. So yeah, but instead of going like boilie and pellet, I've just gone for a real stinky ground bait. I used to use a lot of ground bait back on Whistler and that, and yeah, it did used to work well. Obviously no food, but a lot of smell. So I just put a load of that in. A few baby bombs of boilie, whole boilies, just, you know, sort of joining up the rods, if you like, in a strip. Yeah, then I got my left hand rod, about 9.5 wraps down my left margin. Again, nice clear area before you hit a bit of weed. And that is on a Baitworks Monster Squid Pink wafter. So yeah, I haven't used a bag for a while, so not the best weather for using bags, but yeah, just nothing else out there, just a bag, just to see, you know. Sometimes they pick off the odd cruising lonesome fish, or even the odd bigger one, you never know. So yeah, that's it so far. I ain't gonna ramble too much. I didn't look at the time, but it's somewhere between 12 and 1, I think. It might be a little bit later than that, not sure, but who cares? I'm here, I'm installed, everything's already wet, so it can carry on pissing down for all I care. Yeah, so we can have one. Mate Shane's up as well on another guestie. He's had a couple of 20s. He's down the opposite end of the lake pretty much, in the pallets. Yeah, he's on a guestie with Steve, who's obviously a fully fledged member. He's come up with Steve again. But yeah, he had a couple of 20s this morning. Literally like double take, and he said, but he hadn't seen fuck all since. So yeah, but I have seen a lot of fish up here, between Steve and I and the far bank. So it's definitely fish here. Or there was, till I started spomming and casting. But I reckon they'll be back. Yeah, one thing I have noticed that, yeah, the fish don't seem to worry too much about wind. I couldn't say, oh yeah, they're fucking nutting out on a new wind. I've not seen it, you know. So yeah, I think they're still up here. Hopefully we'll let you know later on. Anyway, that's it for now, and I'll catch up with you later. Bucket. Oi oi, here we go then. A little bit of the old chicken breast on the fry, ready for chicken stir fry. We've got mushroom vegetable mix thing, and soy, ginger and garlic sauce. That'd be quite nice. As you can see, if I turn my fucking head towards on, hang on. Oh no, it's a bit light, it's on. Pitch black. Seen plenty of action up here today. Action, you know what I mean. Plenty of activity. Although there's somebody gone in a right hand double actually, which is unusual. Hang on, I've got to flip the chicken. Yeah, so I had an occurrence earlier on. I think it was probably a trailer. Hang on, shite footage. Yeah, bobbin pulled all the way up, wound down to it, felt some resistance for, I don't know, 10 seconds ish, and then it just pulled back, and I was like, oh right then. So yeah, that was annoying. Let's turn this off a minute. So yeah, that's reality, and it's actually a little bit lighter than what it is in reality. But yeah, mega conditions, the usual, autumnal, big winds, rain. Does it make a difference? Last couple of years I'm definitely not convinced, but the activity I've seen on the back of the wind is just mad. Which is basically finger coming in over there between, if you knew the lake it'd be easy, but between the flats, sorry, tell a lie, yeah, between the flats and the left hand double, basically most of the activity. But anyway, my chicken needs a flipping. I thought I'd do a little update. Not that you can see much, not that I'm probably making much sense, but yeah, I'll be back later on, hopefully peering over the top of the fish. That doesn't look too shabby, do it? Singapore noodles, mushroom stir-fry veg, bit of chicken, and just got to wait for the old sauce to go in now. That will be fucking lovely. Lovely jubbly. And it's just started pissing down again as well. All we need now is a fish. Not yet, let me eat that first. Love it. Morning. Wow. What a blustery old night that was. Fucking hell. Storm Amy. Funny enough, my ex was called Amy, but we won't go into that. Yeah, she was a bit of a storm. Anyway, yeah, no fish as yet. But yeah, that was absolutely biblical wind and rain last night. Yeah, pegs are being ripped out and fucking all sorts, branches and yeah, madness. But no fish, which is a shame, obviously. But there is fish out here this morning. Yeah, I said Steve's next door on the beach, and yeah, between me and him, we've seen, I don't know, I didn't probably wake up till gone 8, a bit of a lay-in, because obviously a lot of broken sleep last night with the weather conditions, but we've probably seen a good half a dozen shows. Some of the smaller stockies, like proper leave in the water, and the odd one or two better fish. Yeah, all in our sort of vicinity, really. They're just not playing fucking ball at the moment, it seems. But yeah, it's that time of day that I've had. Sorry if your phone's buffeting around a bit. Yeah, it's temporarily wedged as usual. But I'm reluctant to buy a tripod because it's just more shit I've got to bring in it, but I probably will buy one at some point. Yeah, what else can I say really? Steve's using a bit of worm in his mix. Like I say, yeah, that ain't produced nothing. I think he's only using a little bit, but yeah, it's certainly not something that's been instant, shall we say. Yeah, I'm not a fan of cutting up fucking worms, I've got to be honest. Yeah, it's a bit boring, isn't it? So yeah, fair play to you boys that do, but I will do it if I have to, but rather not go down that road at fucking, what was it, 20 quid a kilo or something? Fucking, that turns out expensive, doesn't it? But yeah, they're still coming out on boily, so you know, just stick with it, innit? So yeah, I ain't gonna ramble too long. I always say that and tend to ramble still, but yeah, not really much else to say. Someone's gone in the swim known as the right hand double. After what we've seen over there last night, I ain't surprised. Yeah, somebody's gone round and gone bucketed it straight away, so he's probably seen what we've seen. Yeah, so I don't know whether he's caught. I did hear alarms a couple of times last night, so maybe his was carrying on the wind sort of thing. Or he's not using the sounder box anyway, but yeah, I could hear it on a couple of occasions. But yeah, so you got to assume that he's caught. Yeah, I can't remember if I said what I'm doing now. I'm fishing, so yeah, I have. I've already said fishing how far I'm fishing and where I'm fishing. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish my brew, redo my bag rod, but I ain't gonna touch the ones out in the pond. Just because the shows we've had are literally fucking on it, you know. Yeah, I'm sat here waiting for it to. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, I need to get a tripod, see, because I can just spin it around quick then, rather than making you dizzy with my hand fucking around. But yeah, there's fish still out here. Here comes a tufty. That tufties? No, it's not tufty. That's good. Yeah, so let's just wait and see if that happens. I met my mate. I think I said yesterday I've gone on with a bit of ground bait, so a lot less food, but I put boilie out, but not a lot. And a load of stinky ground bait, just in a line really between my two rods. Yeah, it's not something I've tried yet on here with ground bait on its own. Yeah, it's just nice to try different things really. Anyway, now I am rambling, so I'll shut the fuck up. Catch up with you later on. Afternoon. Well, if it looks like I'm wrapped up like a snowman, that's because I am. It's pretty fucking miserable, to be fair. Yeah, so a little update. Steve's had one, little stocky. I think it's 17.5 £. Yeah, nice pretty little fish. The weather is shocking. It's raining, it's windy, and it's pretty fucking cold, to be fair. Sorry, not the best upshot of my nose, but I've resorted to this at the minute. The wind's banging in here. What, 50-60 mile/hour gusts. Yeah, although it's gone slack all of a sudden. Surprise, eh? But yeah, just been spumming and the rain started again, so yeah, resulted to a little gap in the door and me fucking bivvy light on. So I reckon it's probably bacon sandwich o'clock, a little bit of brown and a cup of tea, I reckon. Yeah. Oh, fucking nose running, sorry. So, waters and all, as usual. So yeah, rods, I did wind in and go and get some more bait out of the van. I went with the ground bait, but you know what, these fish are feeding, man. The show, oh, fucking hell. Right, so there's a couple of lads gone in Middle Island and Flaps. And I've just seen two in the last couple of minutes, just before I started recording. Decent fish and all. But yeah, they've been showing up here steadily, sort of all day, really. Little bit of a quiet spell, and then you get a couple more shows. Yeah, so basically, like I said, went back to the van, swapped out the ground bait for something with a bit more food in it, basically. So back to the old usual, the old pellet, mixed size pellet, hydroslate, chopped boilie. Yeah, just give them a load of that, see if that produces anything. Yeah, pretty sure I'm going to do another night, so tomorrow night as well. Just make the most of it, really. Yeah, these conditions are what you class as the classic autumn conditions, but I'm not sure there is such a thing anymore, to be honest. Spring, yeah, you know, when they're coming out of winter and that, these sort of conditions will be fucking rubbing your hands, but I've not seen anything to tell me that these are following the wind, basically. I know Shane's down the other end of the lake and he hasn't really seen anything. In fact, I'm sure he said he's seen nothing. So just goes to show, doesn't it? And that's on the wind. So yeah, there's plenty of activity off the back of it, which is what I got in front of me. So yeah. Anyway, those kiddies have moved in opposite. Maybe if there's fish over there, push them this way. Hence why I had a quick bait up before they start chucking around. Yeah, man. That's it, really. Not much else I can say. Hopefully I'll have to pick one up myself at some point. But yeah, we'll see, eh? Fingers crossed. Plenty of time yet. Here we go then. Tonight's little knock up. Chicken stir fry with a bit of teriyaki sauce. Yeah, been a bit quiet on the comms tonight. Been having a few ciders with Steve. So yeah, hence no vlogging, and obviously no fish. But yeah, just gonna have this. You get the head down, I reckon. Not very healthy, but just get the head down straight afterwards. But unless I have a fish, but it wouldn't hold your fucking breath. But morning. Wow, another uneventful night. Yeah, it's just gone 9:30 now, I think. Yeah, what can I say? Very quiet. Disappointing as well. I mean, there was a lot of fish up here sort of yesterday, up till sort of the afternoon. It sounds like I'm making excuses now, but I ain't. So a couple of lads have gone opposite, and since they've been there, really yeah, fucking everything that was there was gone. I think I ain't seen nothing this morning, which is a total contrast to yesterday morning. Yeah, I was debating to do another night, but I think I'm going to knock it on the head. Don't feel great, to be honest. I've sat in this wind for the last 2 days, which has been biblical and cold. Yeah, a bit on the gun, really. Yeah, I haven't got my sensible winter layers. I've got this and a jumper, but yeah, okay, not ideal, really. So yeah, looks like I recorded a second blank, which is shit, really, but is what it is, I suppose. There has been fish out on the lake, not loads, I don't think, and Steve, I think I said yesterday, Steve had one, little stocky, but that's all he's had as well. So yeah, I was undecided whether to do another night, but yeah, I'm gonna bin it off, I think. Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen nothing up here at all. I'm not gonna move just for the last night. Some people do, but that's up to them, innit? It's up to the individual. And yeah, I just can't be arsed, basically. Bad, isn't it, really? But yeah, so Stevie's staying on. He's on holiday anyway, so he's doing three nights, and then he's doing 5 next week, I think. So yeah, so that'll be it for this session. Like I said, if I have a session where I blank, I'm not going to post it up on its own. Fucking pointless doing that. I will add Shane, who's up here on a guestie with one of my other mates, Steve. He's had 6 fish out. I think either 5 or 6, all 20-pounders up to like 27, 28. And he's basically down here in the lake. But interestingly, he's seen 1 fish not out down there, but then he's had a right result. So yeah, weird how it works, isn't it? But he's used a lot of bait. He reckons he's used about 13k bait. Like, fucking fair play. So yeah, he's definitely been getting it in. Yeah, maybe that's the difference. I mean, I'm not convinced. I mean, I'll still put a fair bit of bait in, not loads, but I never do put loads in, you know. But then maybe that's what I'm getting wrong sometimes, you know. Indecisiveness is just in my nature, unfortunately. The same as deciding whether I'm going or staying today. But yeah, I do feel a bit shitty, so yeah, I'm going to knock it on the head. And I'll be back next week, no doubt. Anyway, until then, catch you later. Oi. Wow, what an eventful morning. But not for fish. So, cut a long story short, I'll do my usual rambling bit. New app, by the way. Well, it's not new, I've had it ages, but it hasn't got a stupid peanut on the front. And I was like, oh, that's not too bad. Bit of the old century, like, you know. Got to be done, innit? Anyway, it's mild as fuck. 13.5 degrees, 12.5, 13.5 degrees. I was up at 5, got in the gate, bang on 7 o'clock pretty much. So yeah, before first light. The plan was to fish uni. Yeah, maybe a bit of a social Steve, if I could get anywhere near him. Anyway, turns out everything was pretty much stitched. So I played the waiting game, like you do. Nobody seemed to be moving, sort of thing, but then a couple of cars showed up and I was like, right, sort of watched them. Yeah, so I thought, oh, right, fucking, leaded up a couple of swims opposite. Got moaned at by another angler. Realistically, I don't think I was anywhere near him, but anyway, he come round and he's like, oh, good, mate. Well, sorry. Anyway, you know what you're supposed to do. So yeah, led it up 2 swims, Pufters and Baby Oaks. Pufters, lovely. Believe it or not, an absolute bastard to get to get a bivvy in. Fucking roots everywhere, and the problem is, I bought a compact this week, and they're not great for the old parameters. Ain't great for uneven ground. And fucking sod's law, usually I bring a Pioneer, and I was like, no, I'll bring the old compact this week. Fucking shouldn't have done. So anyway, yeah, I kind of paid a Pufters, and it sounds like a bit of a poor excuse, but literally there was nowhere sensible to put the bivvy. And I'm like, right, so that's why this one didn't get fished. But funny enough, yeah, it was a nice area out in front of there, and sort of not really interfering with anybody. So I'm going to keep that up there for next time. So then I thought, and matey from next door, he was alright, but yeah, he come around and had a word and said, oh, you know, I was like, yeah, cool. He goes, oh, my mate's going out of the car park. He's just left. So I was like, oh, right, happy days. That could be a shout. Anyway, with that, the guy who was in the dance floor, which is next to Steve, well, one up from Steve, he started packing up. I'm like, fucking hell, happy days. And I thought, right, what I'll do is go around, stick a bucket in the car park, which weren't far from where I was stood. Go around and have a chat with matey in the dance floor swim. Yeah, and if he's going, then I'll, you know, nobody else is going in, I'll go in there. In fact, mate, I got round to the car park, and there's a bucket in there already. I'm like, what the fuck? Round the dance floor, he goes, yeah, mate, somebody's coming in. I'm like, fuck's sake. So yeah, opportunity gone really for Unity. Even though I was there at first, like, it's fucking mad, isn't it? But there is a lot of people on there. There's swims being fished that I hadn't seen people in before, basically. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get fucking stressed out about it. It's fishing at the end of the day, isn't it? So yeah, I bimbled on round here. Quite sweat on actually, getting sorted. Back round into the flats. Pretty sure somebody done the night in here last night. Bruce is next door and he thinks there was somebody in there, but obviously they were gone when I got there. I was like, do you know what? I know the spots. I always see fish here. I've had fish out of here. Yeah, I think I've had 8 out of here now. I think there's some. Yeah, it's got to be 8, 7 or 8. Fuck it, that'll do. It wasn't really my plan to say I wanted to have a change really. So I was opposite last week in the stumps where I blanked, but again, seen plenty of fish over this end. So yeah, don't look a gift horse and all that, you know. Like I said, Brucey's next door, he's had a couple. Yeah, I think one of them was 29 something, I think he said. So, you know, happy days, isn't it? So yeah, what else was I going to say? Not a lot really. I'll update it a bit more later on, so that's where we're at. It's just come up 12:30, and I've been here, like I said, since 7 o'clock. And I'm only just getting sorted, so yeah, fucking game of chess against other anglers, it seems. At the moment anyway. I'm sure once the fucking cold and the rain starts, they'll be fucking gone, you know, whereas I'll be going all the way through, so well, hopefully they'll be gone anyway. We'll see, but anyway, I'll catch up with you later on. Pucker. Start the afternoon right. Cowboy beans, crispy bacon, pancetta, bit of blood pudding. Happy days. Wow, a little bit of an update for you. No fishes yet, but we've had a fair old bit of activity in front of there. Yeah, ironically, yeah, so I only put 6 bombs out over my spot, and thought I can have a cup of tea with Bruce next door. And literally, as I got in this swim, well, I don't know, at least a dozen shows, like literally on me, all but. You wouldn't get much closer, put it that way. I'm just amazed I've not had a pickup yet, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm sort of sat on my hands a minute, really. Yeah, mental. Even Bruce was like, fucking hell, you're gonna have one in a minute. I'm like, you'd think, wouldn't you? I've had a few liners as well, but as yet, nothing's materialised, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm quite confident going forward, I've got to say. Just be nice to have them before it gets dark. Or any time, I don't care. I just want fucking fish. But yeah, the old cob smoking away. Another beef curry from scratch tonight. So yeah, 3 hours it takes the old beef, so probably looking at about 8, half past to eat, which is pretty much spot on for me, really. So yeah, in the meantime, I'm debating whether to rebait it now or just hang fire, do it just before dark. Obviously I don't want to spook anything, although they probably see it all the time, so yeah, just reluctant in a minute, so I think I will hang fire. Yeah, chatting bollocks now, I'm hoping it goes off whilst I'm recording, but I ain't that lucky. Anyway, yeah, I'll check in again later on, probably show you my curry because it's going to be a banger. Yeah, until later. Morning. Wow, you haven't seen me since, so that will tell you that I've had fuck all so far. Yeah, I think the last vlog I done yesterday, I was telling you how many fish were all of a sudden turned up on me. There's still no bites. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I quite like how tricky this place is. Maybe it's trickier than I gave him credit for to start with. You know, people say, oh yeah, carp a carp, blah blah blah, but yeah, well, I've said it before about, you know, it's busy, they've seen it all. They see a lot of fucking, you know, it is busy today, to be fair, well, this weekend if you like, and they've seen it all, you know, so maybe I might have to hone my rigs down a bit, you know, maybe back to the, yeah, to like the Gemini booms, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, fluorocarbon, subtle. Don't know, see if that produces quicker bites or more bites. It's about the only thing I can think of doing, really. Yeah, so was it just coming up 8 o'clock, I think it is. Yeah, I was quite surprised, semi-surprised I didn't have one, because I'm starting to learn now. It's just because they're showing on you. Yeah, don't mean you get any bite. In fact, I've had one show just before I started this video. First one I've seen this morning anywhere near me. Yeah, nice fish as well, come right out to the wrist. So yeah, banging curry last night. That went down very well, although it didn't seem to cook as well this time. It seemed to cook too well, too much heat. So I'm not sure. But first time I've done the beef curry, it was perfect. But yeah, I think I was too keen. I think because it was too hot, the sauce was getting too thick. I think I should just let it bubble away in water, because you're not losing it. It's just gonna put the paste straight in the water then. So yeah. Pardon me, need to think about it a bit more really, but anyway, pardon me, fucking hell, I'm mindful that I'm rambling. Last session was a blank, so that's what it's all about, isn't it? You know, you don't catch all the time unless you're lucky. Steve's same, just chatting to Steve now, well, not at this precise second, but voice notes, and he's had nothing else down Unity. Yeah, and he said to me there was a swim that I was going to do yesterday, but it was bucketed, and there was nobody in it all day, which is shit. Yeah, you know, the rule is put a bucket in the swim for an hour. You got an hour, and then you fucking, you know, lose it basically. There was a bucket in there yesterday morning about, I don't know, about 10 o'clock ish. So I didn't do that swim. And he said it was empty all day, mate. And I'm like, right. So there's a bit of that going on up here, which is shit. I mean, I haven't noticed that going on Gaunts, but certainly next door. It's like, fuck's sake, you know what I mean? So yeah, naughty. The rules are there for a fucking reason, you know what I mean? And I don't break them. But apparently other people don't care if they do or not. So anyway, I'm not going to rant. But it's fucking annoying, you know what I mean? Anyway, moving forward. So yesterday I went out with, I think I said it already, pineapple, wafter trimmed down like a little barrel, just, you know, little subtle hook baits, white wafter on one bag, I'm only fishing one bag, but yeah, I've got a bag down my margin. Well, it's not really margin actually. Yeah, fishing it on bag, nice little spot, a little bit of gravel. But yeah, that's done nothing. I've spommed 2 spoms of corn over it, and nothing else. Yeah, and the main bait spot, hemp pellet, a few tigers in there, a bit of sweet corn, a bit of chopped boilie, and the hydroslate. So nothing really different from what I normally do. And that's produced fuck all. So yeah. Anyway, I'll be going back on to the normal hard hookers and that today, but I'm going to try the old fluorocarbon hook links. Yeah, just a bit more subtle, but you know, in case they are sussing me out, got to try something, haven't I? Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. These goals are doing my fucking head in. Yeah, I had a posse of Canadians come in last night. God, it's so fucking noisy, isn't it? Trouble is, you notice them more up here because they're quiet. Horrible bastard things. Sky rats. Now, what's made them do that? No one's spomming, no one's casting. They were sat quietly. Thank you. Yeah, her posse of Canadians came in last night. They made a right fucking racket. That time of year though, and there's an island on the lake, so that's why they come here. I think a bit of protection on the island. Anyway, I'm rambling shit. Press repeat. Keep trying. Catch you in a bit. Right then. So I've had a change. I'm back to the old faithful. Yeah, fuck your wafters basically. Okay, so yeah, I've spanned the 2 main rods in on the baited spot. Replaced with the old faithful glugged hard hooker fish meal, and excuse me, you can hear my stomach. What's going on with that? Probably that curry last night actually, to be fair. Yeah, so 80mm fish, hard hooker fish meal, and then the same with tipped off a yellow. It's what I've been doing all the time really. I haven't disturbed my bag rod yet because a few moments before I started recording, which is typical, the fish did show round to the right there. Yeah, not really on me, but not far off it where I put the bag, so yeah, we'll leave that a little bit longer. And yeah, I was thinking of moving it from there back to the island, but I think I'll hold fire for a bit. We've got a cormorant feeding between me and the island anyway, so yeah, I've been chasing all the carp away probably. So yeah, Kitty was opposite in the stumps. He's moved this morning, so yeah, there's a lot more water between me and the next angler now, with no people in it, so that could be advantageous. Fucking that was a long word for me this morning. Anyway, that's what we're doing. Yeah, see what happens there, see if it works. Come on, need a fish, man. 2 of the pimped up cowboy beans, leftover mushroom from the curry, a couple of slabs of black pudding, streaky bacon, and a little half tin of beans when this lot's cooked. But still slow as fuck on the fishing front, but there is still fish showing. Kind of no man's land really. Sorry, I'm just having a little mooch about in the pan. Yeah, they're still showing, but hold on, I'll show you. So yeah, sort of my main spot is, excuse the tongs, obvious being a tree, and they're showing out here quite consistent. I've got a bag over here somewhere, so everywhere I've got a bait, haven't got a bait I should say, is where they're showing. Fucking carp fishing, eh? But yeah, we'll keep plugging on, but for now I'll get my chops running out in a minute. Come on fish, for fuck's sake, gotta happen surely. Evening. Wow, I'm being well and truly mugged off here, so just trying to zoom in best I can. The light's fading fast, but so basically you see the green grassy swim, or you just see that fish show then. Right, so from where that fish showed to the green and grassy swim on the right of the screen, there's been multiple fish showing out there steadily since this afternoon. Anyway, I said to myself earlier, if I see one more show out there, I'm going to wind my right hand rod in, which is just over a little bit of bait, put on a bag, I'm going to stick one straight on it. So anyway, as soon as the thoughts entered my head, it showed again. I was like, right. So obviously clocked the rings. Let me just zoom back out a minute, it won't be so shaky then. Yeah, so I clocked the rings. Yeah, reeled in, whacked it out. Obviously I'm only on a drop off inline, so only a 2 ounce one, but it was pretty much close. I wouldn't say it was right on it, but I was like, right, just to get a clip for it, you know. Span it back in, swapped it over, put a new bag on, whacked it out, nothing, and they're still showing out there. Yeah, I've redone them. I have redone that one, I should say, and they appear to be showing a little bit closer, so on it now, and I still can't get a fucking bite. Yeah, gotta be honest, it's driving me mad. I can stomach the blanking, but not when they're royally on top of you, like another one now. Let me pick it up, where is it? Yeah. It's a lot darker than it actually showing on the phone as usual. Yeah, I don't mind blanking, but when they're blatantly mugging you off, it's like fucking hell. Yeah, so I've tried casting to showing fish, I've tried wafters, I've tried just a little bit of corn with a bag over it, I've got a baited spot, different hook baits, fuck all's happening. And I'm beginning to sweat it a bit now, because I do not want 2 back-to-back blanks. Yeah, I've basically done everything I can do, I think, really. And they look like proper feeding shows. They don't look, you know, like they're ziggy or anything like that. It's certainly not ziggy weather. In fact, I'd say the air pressure is pretty low at the moment. I'd imagine. I could be wrong, but plenty of cloud cover. It's been the same all day, the same yesterday. Yeah. Come on, for Christ's sake. I'll be amazed if I don't catch. Absolutely amazed. Chatting to Bruce next door, and he's like, yeah, he said, I know exactly what you're going through. He said, I had a lot of that last year. I'm like, fucking hell. Something further down the lake, probably heard that. The old moorings give it away when they're shrieking. But yeah, anyway, there's still time, but it just makes it worse when they're fucking near enough on you and you're still not catching them, you know. Yeah, come on, we've got at least another, what, 12 hours plus, so I've got to be away. I'll be away sort of 9-10 o'clock tomorrow, Yeah, another one just showed over it. Yeah, fucking on it, absolutely on it. It's bizarre because I was in that swim opposite. You see where it's all worn away, or it's actually gravel. Fishing out there last week at 17.5 wraps, and they're off the back of me there, bugging me. They're doing the same thing, but the other way around. In this swim, yeah, absolutely mad. You tell me fish don't know pressure, they fucking do. Well, they must do. That's all I can say. But come on, let's just hope it something switches them on and they start getting their heads down. Yeah, something just spooked them and all. Interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Another one there. That's over the baited spot, or just off to the left. There's fucking loads of fish up here, and another one out there. You can see what's driving me mad. That's been like this all day. Not quite as prolific as this, but steady shows all day long, pretty much since this afternoon. Mainly when my back's turned, I'm like, fuck, there's another one. Fuck, there's another one. Cider time, followed by cobber clock with the rest of the curry. Just hope and pray. Sounding desperate now. That one of them rods rips off. Come on, surely. Morning. Wow. I was literally, and I ain't joking, literally just about to do my morning vlog, saying I can't believe I fucking haven't had one, because they've been out here since yesterday afternoon. Right up until when I kept last night. Don't know what time that was, but 11, half 11, maybe a bit earlier. And it's rattled off. Mental. It's only a stocky, but do you know what? It's a fucking bite. Yeah. I'm amazed it's the only bite I've had, if I'm honest. There was so many fish over in front of, well, not on me, but yeah, they weren't far away. Yeah, just goes to show, just because you're on them doesn't mean you're going to catch them. Yeah, I tried a variety of different things, as I've already said. Well, a variety of different things for me. I mean, a lot of people might have done a lot of different things, but yeah, even chucking a bag at showing fish and they were still showing afterwards, still fuck all. So what? You know, totally different rigs, tactics from what was the main spot, still nothing. So what can you do? But anyway, I'm just gonna sip the rest of my coffee, which is what I was doing. Literally having my coffee before I start packing up. Yeah, look, pop a white out this morning. That's probably the first fish I've had on a morning like this. Yeah, you can barely make out the islands. Again, it's probably brighter on the phone, but madness, absolute madness. Let's get them sorted out. Well then, fruits of my labour. Little steam train, 15.5, stocky. He absolutely ripped off. Usually a telltale on it. And they go like trains. All right, mate, all right. Oh, I lifted the scale there. I'll sort that out. Pretty little thing though. Yeah, right on the wire, shall we say. Thanks for saving the blank, mate. You're very welcome. Yeah, pretty one. Let's get you back, buddy. Make you treat it up first. Happy day. Well, there you have it. The end of another weekend. Yeah, I was going to wait, see if the kit would dry out a bit, but I can't even see the island, let alone the sun. But yeah, little stocky saves today, eh? I don't know, still, I've ate well, the old homemade curry. I've had a few ciders and I've watched the darts. Well, last night I fell asleep with the iPad on, I woke up about 1:30, I was like, fucking hell. Yeah, I have a pretty weird dream actually, but I won't get into that. Nothing too freaky. But anyway, that's me done for another session. I'm not on the bank next week, unfortunately. Yeah, I got a gig Saturday night, so yeah. I need to string two together. I ain't gonna come up here for overnight. I don't think it's worth it really. So anyway, that'll be it for now, and I should be back in a couple of weeks' time. I will just say as well, as a lad that's had a big hit of fish on here. I'm not sure when it was, quite recently. 930s, 240s, one of them being upper. It's like, fucking hell. That's why I keep coming back on here. I mean, I nearly ended up on Unity this weekend, but you know, I just, yeah, there's too many opportunities in there for a proper decent fish, you know what I mean? And the big one, the jewel in the crown, has still not been out yet. The old Albert. Not that I don't want to catch that straight off. As far as I'm concerned, that's a bit of a red card, isn't it? But off you go somewhere else. But yeah, when you actually sit and think about what's in there, it's fucking mad. Anyway, I'm off, and I will catch up with you in about a fortnight's time. Fucker. Oi oi, back again. So yeah, I've had the week off last week. Make it sound like a job, don't I, sometimes? But certainly proving to be a bit of a job to get amongst them. Let's say it was last session anyway. But yeah, so gigging last Saturday, so yeah, couldn't do it last week. But yeah, so back on gaunts. Some good areas are stitched up. I thought they would be. I missed out on getting in the swim I was in last time by about 5 minutes, apparently, which is about right, isn't it? But forced my hand to try another area which I haven't fished yet, which is the pallets. It's gonna be a little tour-y, excuse fingers and thumbs. So yeah, just made a nice brew, first one of the day. It's coming at about 4 o'clock now. Got here just after 10. Sort of took me time really. Yeah, and the traffic was a lot kinder, although there was some slow dickheads on the road, but standard. Didn't find an awful lot in the way of spots down here, to be honest. A lot of fresh silkweed. So hang on, spin around again. Yeah, so basically I've got my two on the spot again, because it was, you know, one of the better areas that I found. Big enough for 2 rods. Usual monkey shit, hard hooker, tip with a bit of yellow, straight 18mm bottom 8 fish meal. But this time I've got hemp and buckwheat. I've got a deal with, is it Impact Particles? They're doing like 40k 50 quid free delivery. I thought it's worth a go, isn't it? And to be fair, it's a real nice, yeah, real nicely prepped. Yeah, it looks good. So basically that's gone out with a little sprinkling of corn in there, chopped in whole boilies, both fish meal, monkey shit, and just see what happens really. Not loads, but a fair amount. Yeah, and I would say the struggle to find other spots really that at sensible range, you know, because Friday afternoon I'm always worried that, you know, there's 3 swims opposite me, and there's always a chance that somebody could drop in, so I'm like, don't want to go too far. But I have found a nice spot at 12 wraps, which I've stuck a bag on, and just a bit of crumbed up boilie. Well, I say crumbed up, just half boilies, you know, just squished up. Again with a hard hooker fish meal. No, it's not. Tell a lie. Hard hooker monkey shit. So yeah, just in a bag really. Yeah, 12 wraps, nice little spot. Not very big, but yeah, sort of in amongst some fresh silkweed. So I haven't seen anything on the lake at all. Apparently it's fishing slow. Yeah, so I mean it's changed a lot even the last fortnight. You know, now I've had them high winds and that, and the rain and the cold. Yeah, starting to look a little bit different now. But again, drove past Unity and Yeomans, and I was like, tempted, but I think I'm always going to come and have a look here first, just because of what's in here, you know. I know I repeat myself probably, but yeah, you can't catch them if I'm not on here, basically. So yeah, we're all good to go. We beat the rain, which is nice. And the old Coleman is back out. Love them or hate them, they're bulletproof. As long as you respect them. I mean, at the end of the day, it's fuel in it. So, you know, just keep them maintained. Be safe with them. Quality bit of kit. To be honest, I get pissed off with gas this time of year because you never get more than half can out of, you know, decent pressure, and then it just seems to be shit. So yeah. Anyway, I ain't gonna ramble too much. I always say that. Let's see what happens, eh? I'll catch up with you later on. Got the old darts on the iPad later. That'd be good. European Championship. And I'm just about to have a late breakfast basically because I've had fuck all today. So sausage, bacon, and beans in the same pan. Catch you in a bit. Here we go then. Nice little windbreak. Yeah, nice bit of breakfast stroke dinner stroke lunch. Tin of beans in that. Fucking days. Yeah. And then later on I'll have a bottle of wine, followed by wraps if I'm hungry. If I'm not, I'll still eat them anyway probably. Happy days. Wow. As you can see, it's fucking pissing down. I've had my dinner, finally. Just got to wash up now. Cup of tea. Happy days. I bet it's warmer where you are, and drier. Well, it's that time of year again. The old red wine's back out. Limited edition 19 crimes. I'll probably look like that in the morning if I blank. Anyway, a little trick for you. So we all know red wine tastes better, and it just seems better when it's a little bit warm. But obviously it's a pain in the ass on the bank. So all I do, heat my kettle up a little bit, not boiling, but just warm it through. And believe it or not, that bottle sits in that kettle perfectly. So yeah, uncork it, or cork it, whichever you want to call it. Lid off the kettle. Once it's warmed up, stand the bottle in there for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes whilst it brews, and then glug glug glug. Don't say I don't ever teach you nothing. Just had a mental band of rain. Probably gonna get another one shortly, but yeah, good to be back. Morning. No, it's not bright sunshine. That's the old bivvy light. It's just gone 7:30. So far, very slow, very uneventful. To be fair, I don't think I even heard anything last night. Although I have woke up to a fucking tree, well, not a tree, but a good sized branch over my right hand rod, so I need to sort that out in a minute. But it's not giving me any false bleeps, so I can stay there until I finish my coffee. Yeah, so one thing I've noticed about this place is the small stuff. There's any way I could describe it really. Lots of like dippling on the water. There was none of it yesterday. I should show you really, but you're wedged perfectly in my brew kit at the minute, so I don't want to move it. Yeah, I mean, whenever I see this phenomenon, I'm not convinced it's fry, because I suppose it must be, but it's tiny, like tiny pinpricks on the top, not bubbling, just almost like it's raining, but it's like in certain areas. I guess it could be hatches still. Not convinced it is, but yeah, whenever I've seen that, you usually see a bit of activity like showing and that, you know, but I've not seen any of that yet. So yeah, it just makes me wonder whether it's sort of fish moving through, making a disturbance, I'd like to say, but it's a bit too much of it this morning for it to be that. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't know. Hold on. Fucking black chickens are back. Piss off. Yep, where you go, boy. They're not so scared of these torches as what they used to be. I'm sure they get hammered on them. Go on, keep going, back in your snag. Nothing to see here. Hope that didn't blind you then. Oh, fucking relentless, honestly. Go on, fuck off. As soon as I stop here, turn around. It's obviously an older coot, because the young ones are gone straight away. That's my opinion anyway. Ones that fuck off straight away, like new coots. The ones that don't are old school, you know, hard. Anyway, yeah, rambling shit. Must think I'm. Oh, was that a fish over the back there? No, bird, I think. Ah, this fucking cute, I tell you. Seriously, got to be on it with these little buggers. Because at the minute, like I said last night, my right hand rod's fishing quite a small spot, but a nice hard spot, and amongst a load of like fresh siltweed. And I did have a few bleeps, what, half an hour ago. I'm pretty sure it was a bird, but it might not have been. Anyway, yeah, rambling shit here. Bit of a nightmare really, because I've got to try and edit all this, and at the end of the day, like I said before, blanking's all part of it. You don't always catch, you know, rock up and catch. So I'm not going to make out like I do, you know. Warts and all, you know. Obviously last session I got away a bit with that little stocky, but yeah, it's fishing slow. The whole lake's fishing slow. I had a chat with Dave yesterday, Dave Ash. Couple of other anglers. It's doing 1 or 2 fish, you know, and that's it. Which is mad, really. Yeah, you hear of like sort of fairly big hits, but you seem to get 1 or 2 of them, you know, and that's it. It shuts up shop again. Well, not shuts up shop, but it does. You know, the smaller fish keep coming out, sort of here and there, randomly, but the bigger ones, yeah, very strange. Well, I suppose it's not strange. I mean, bigger, older fish, a little bit wiser, I suppose. I don't know. Just finding excuses now, aren't I, really? But anyway, I know I said it before, I'll say it again. I may have to contemplate giving Unity a go, or Yeomans next time. I very nearly did this week. There was a lot of swims free on Unity and Yeomans, but I just can't resist this place, you know, not with knowing what swims in there. Fucking cute, honestly. Like a full-time job, man. Get out of it. Gotta get the fuckers before they get anywhere near you. Just don't let them find it in the first place. Although I think he already knows what that is. Yeah, trouble is he's got a little bag out there, and who is it makes them? Might have been thinking anglers. Little white screws, little sort of, well, not white, they're clear screws. I don't know why I've got a hard hooker on there. Not convinced it'll withstand being picked up. That is only trouble, so I might change that. God, this fucking kid is relentless. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. I'm rambling. I'm going to finish my coffee, murder this coot, and get this half a tray off my rods. I'll catch up with you later. Afternoon.
51.
Saturday afternoon darts on the iPad. That is painting a false picture. Probably can't pick it up, but it's very, very fine rain at the minute. Been pretty blustery all day, to be honest. And I've seen a grand total of fuck all, basically. I think I see a fish earlier. Didn't see no bird come up, and it sounded very fish-like, but it wasn't nowhere near me. Across the other side, in fact. Shut up, fucking shouting. Yeah, opposite. So basically, there's no one down this end at the minute. I don't believe anybody next door either. Let me turn this fucking iPad down. Yeah, so yeah, all quiet. I'm going to read in shortly though. I decided I need a 4-pack of cider. Well, I don't need, but I want. So yeah, gonna go and grab well, unless I can find about 19 crimes, but I don't think Lidl or Aldi, whichever it is at the road, actually sells it. So yeah, some cider instead, I think. But yeah, I don't think there's been much out around the lake, to be honest. I know Dave Ash, he's had a move. Fair play to him. I think he's only moved up one into the flats where I've been doing a bit of time. Yeah, says he keeps seeing him up there, so can't say I blame him. He definitely doesn't mind moving, nor do I, but don't know, I just think I need to sit it out in here really, because there's no pressure down here at all. But yeah, I had another little hit of bait earlier on. Sorry, this is a bit boring, me rambling, but nothing's happening. So yeah, I've got to keep it in line, correct and present. Yeah, little hit of bait earlier on. Fresh bag out on that spot, which fucking cute's found now. So yeah, I may well have to move that one, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, nice bit of sunshine. As soon as the old darts is finished, I should be off down the shop. I'll update this later. Well, we're just coming into the second evening. Been out for a little trip. Nowhere exciting, only little. But yeah, I just thought, you know what? Darts is on tonight, Saturday night. And I only bought one bottle of wine. And the plan was to have half tonight and half last night, but yeah, got a bit thirsty last night. Went down very well there. So yeah, went and got myself a cheeky 4-pack of Thatcher's Gold. That'll do me for tonight. So yeah, and literally, typically got back in the swim, was just sort myself out, and a fish nutted over towards where my 2 rods on the baited spot are. To be fair, I'd say it was probably on it. It's quite hard to see though, because the sun was still glaring over there. But yeah, needless to say, 2 rods were dispatched straight out there pretty quickly after I sent that. But yeah, yeah, so we're all sorted, rods back out. I baited up again this afternoon, so I'm not going to put any more out. Yeah, there's more than enough out there to get a bite, you'd think, wouldn't you? But yeah, without trying to repeat myself, the old autumn feed up, I don't know. I think you're either lucky or you're not. You either get on them and you get that window, or you don't. You miss it. You know, it's the way it is, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, there's no point in me rambling on anymore. Nobody's turned up opposite, which is good. So there's a big chunk of water here that's quiet for now, anyway. I mean, people seem to come and go all different funny times on here, to be honest. But yeah, people got different commitments and that, and they, so it is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, and hopefully at some point during the night I'll check in with a fish, or in the morning. I'll check in the morning anyway. But hopefully I won't have a sad, sorry face. We'll see, eh? And I think the clocks go back, don't they? Back, forward, no, it is back tonight. So yeah, we'll see, eh? Catch you in a bit. Tastes like thunder. That is what it is, isn't it? Well, needless to say, blank. But there's still time. There is still time. I've had that twice now. Got the final warning, but yeah, I'm not going to be hanging around this morning. It's a chilly one. And for some reason I got condensed even though I got my wrap on, so that's a bit annoying. So yeah, it must be touching somewhere, somehow. But I was toasted warm last night. I've got that little bad boy down there, the old Coleman. Yeah, take the chill off the morning air, and it is a chilly one. I think it's probably close to freezing last night, to be fair. Yeah, I did hear a couple more last night as it got dark, but yeah, not a thing. Still, we've gone from being quite consistent to being not quite so consistent, so things are on the change. Yeah, as I said, I ain't really doing anything different yet, but I may have to start doing that, to be fair. Maybe finding down a little bit. I have started to, in all fairness. I've gone back on the mono. Didn't say that, did I? Yeah, I mean, I said it's the first session I fished this swim, and so obviously I had a good lead up and stuff. And there's not loads of weed out here. No doubt there is weed beds, and if you did have a fish, then they'd find it. But yeah, from what I found, there's nothing major. So I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna switch back on the mono. Far less obtrusive in the water. I don't know if this braid follows the contours and all that, but nah, I think it's yeah, I think I'd much rather be on a mono for subtleness, should we say. Yeah, these ones are a problem really, so I don't really know what to do about my vlogs now, because nobody wants to see a, you know, rambling vlogs and one stocky in the last I don't know what, 2-3 weeks. Don't know now. I can't remember if it's back to back or not. Can't remember. I just have to have a look. So yeah, there we go. Clocks went back last night. So yeah, next time on air it'll be dark a lot earlier. So yeah, take that in consideration. Well, I will have to, with obviously putting out rods and stuff like that, you know. All makes a difference, doesn't it? But anyway, I ain't gonna ramble on too much. They've got about an hour for those rods to go off. If they don't, then I'm off. Yeah, sorry I couldn't bring you anything decent fish wise, you know. But it is what it is. Like I said, carp and raw is how it happens. Yeah, we can't always catch them, unfortunately. But Mr. Coots found my fucking spot again. Acting a bit weird. Bastard. Anyway, I need to zap him with the bird torch. Unless you see me again shortly, then you will see me again next week, hopefully. So yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you later. Wow, it's a different view, isn't it? So, this weekend, I decided to be a little bit lazy. Let me just flick this right on. As I was saying, yeah, decided to be a little bit lazy, and I have threatened multiple times if I drive past the swim on Yeomans and it's empty, I'm going to fish it. Anyway, it's empty, so I'm fishing it, basically. Fucking hell, blowing a hoolie. So yeah, Steve and Shane are up on Gaunts, flats and left hand double, seeing fish, standard, no fish on the bank. And I was like, do you know what? You know, both very capable anglers, obviously. Yeah, nothing's happening, so I thought I fancy something fucking a little bit easier. Not easier as in, you know, fish, because I ain't gonna curse myself, seeing as Halloween and all that. Oh yeah, happy Halloween, by the way. I thought it's a little swim that I just know it as a postage stamp. Basically, it's got that little square bit in the front of the swim, and the amount of times I've passed it, it's been empty, and I thought, oh, fucking looks nice in there, nice and quiet, back of the wind, which sounds mad considering the conditions we're getting this weekend. But if we're anything like the other two lakes, Unity and Gaunts, they like the back of the wind, even if it's like this. So I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to give it a go. Pull the van up behind, settle your gear up, get rid of the van and the car park. Happy days, isn't it? So yeah, I'm armed with a shitload of bait just because I can. Yeah, I've got 3 nice spots. Rods are already out. I'm getting the old bleep and the blob already on the rods. So yeah, and yeah, obviously it's taken me way less time to get organised, which is nice, and I've literally done it just in time. Yeah, got everything stowed away, and then heaven's opened for a little bit, so I'm in the old school Pioneer this time. Bit more headroom, bit more palatial, you know. Yeah, got the cob this week, doing a chili con carne from scratch with a bit of rice and some tortillas. Yeah, spot on in it for Halloween. Nice bit of Halloween grub. I got 2 bottles of wine. And I thought I was a fish over me there. Yeah, 2 bottles of wine. One for tonight, one for tomorrow. So yeah, let's hope it happens. Yeah, new lake, like I said, not fished this one yet. Was very tempted to do Unity, which is directly behind me. But I did stand in swim that's called Hilton, I think it's called the Hilton. On the wind, nothing, mate, not a single show. So I'm just watching the birds over my spot. But yeah, they're just sat over it, they're not diving on it, which is good. Yeah, good drops actually, probably, I don't know, 7-8 foot. Had a little bleep. Yeah, 7-8 foot. So I've gone out with Stinky Shitty Fish Mill up in the corner there, literally in this little canopy in the tree, which is lovely. Spotted a load of hemp and pellet, chopped boilie, crushed boilie over that one. Stinky 18 mil glug dart hooker. I found a nice little spot, sort of back of gravel, 10 wraps. Put a bag on that, bag of pellet, a couple of spoms of the same mix that I got over to the left there. And then my right hand rod is at 16 wraps, sort of drops off from the island like a gully. I say a gully, but obviously where it sort of shelves off basically. Yeah, 16 wraps, again, nice drop, and that is on the monkey shit, bit of sweet corn, hemp and buckwheat. So yeah, it's something totally different. The bag's got a nice bright pink sea monster wafter. Couldn't think of what I had on there then. So yeah, just mixing it right up really, giving myself best opportunity. Let's hope they do on here like they do on the other 2 lakes and get on the back of this wind, because if they do, I'm right on it. Anyway, I'm gonna get myself straightened out a little bit. Yeah, let's see what happens, eh? Bucker. Here we go then. That didn't take too long, did it? Little 19.5 mil. Bit slopey to swim, which is not ideal. Alright. Shit. Good scrap and all, didn't you, mate? There we go. You'll do, for starters. Nice clean fish. Alright. Come on. Fucking hell, you've got some energy, ain't you? Hey? It's pretty plain Jane, really. Come in. Come on. No. You're having a munch, aren't you? You're shitting out everywhere. Try again. It's a good job it ain't raining, mate, because you'd have been on straight back. Right, bud. Sorry, mate.
Decent one.
Nah, it's only a 19.5, mate.
Right,
Yeah. It'll do. Fucking thing will keep. Yeah.
nice.
If he'll keep still.
Well done.
Cheers, buddy.
Good start. Back to the wind, are they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It was just a guess more than anything, but. God.
That's one.
Cheers, mate. Get it to the side. Happy days. Let's get you back, mate. Excuse the interaction. What have we got lying in here then? Second bite. Literally just about thinking about sorting out the other rod that just went off, and I've had this one. Yeah, he's a good fish. proper scrap. Let's get them sorted. Wow. That's a bigger bad one, isn't it? Just a shade under 30. Second bite. Happy fucking days. Oh, mate, did you ever squib me a scrap? Right. Didn't you, mate? They're still kicking off now, as you can see. Get a paddle on you. Get out. You will do. Happy days. God, such a clean fish. Mate. Right, old brother. Oh, yeah. Can't believe that tail, man. I get smacked in the face for that. Fish meal strikes again. First time it's seen it. Happy days. Proper long fish, isn't it? Hey, mate. Proper long one. Much bigger at the right time, I'd imagine. Let's get him back. Get these rods sorted before it gets dark. Thanks, mate. And all of a sudden it was dark. Usual phone's not being true to the actual light. It's not a million times darker, but yeah. What can I say? Cracking start. 19.5, and I'm going to call it 29.12. Yeah, couldn't get it to stop kicking off in the sling, but yeah, he was bouncing right up to 30. So yeah, that'll do for me. Happy days. So yeah, it's just coming at 20 past 5, and it's like fucking hell. I wish I didn't mess with the clocks, you know what I mean? But anyway, time for a glass of wine, I think. Well, a mug of wine. Done a little pucker though. Yeah, big old moon tonight and all. Yeah, quite chuffed to have a couple of fish straight off. Happy days. Well, it's that time of the clock again. The old coals on for the cob. And lovely jubbly. Definitely a nice little drop that is. Yeah, chili con from scratch tonight. Probably already said that, but you know, getting older now. So yeah, quite a late one tonight, but it shouldn't take too long. Hour and a half, I reckon. All the ingredients are already prepped up from home, chopped up. So yeah, looking forward to that after a bottle of wine. Looking good. Right, I'm going to try and record this without that fucking shadow getting out of the way of the phone. Right, if I hold it there, Look at that for a nice little Halloween chili con carne from scratch. Peppers, onions, mushrooms, kidney beans, 750 grams of mince, a shitload of chilies, an oxo cube, Worcester sauce, onion granules, garlic granules, salt, pepper. Jobs are fucking good, and it's blowing the steam away so you can see it. That looks like fucking bollocks, doesn't it? Some tortilla chips to go with that, and a bit of basmati, and then that'll be good for tomorrow night as well. Happy days. It's nowhere near as light as what it's saying, but it does look pretty good, doesn't it? It's also got the old Slimer green LEDs, especially for Halloween. Tell you what, there ain't no ghosts about yet in ghoulies, but there's some fucking big rats. My god, they're like fucking Jack Russells. Look at that. That looks a tits, doesn't it? Old RAF boys, no one's busy tonight. Must be a Friday night thing. Love it. So yeah, sort out my rice. Smash that in. I've already finished my wine. Got half a cup left. And hopefully a fish in the morning. Or in the night. But preferably in the morning. Oh fucking hell, what button would I press that? Look at that. Fucker. Wow. That doesn't look too shabby, does it? Sort of see it when the shadow's out of the way. From scratch. And I know you might say, oh, fuck that, get a tin of it. When you're looking at £2.40 for a tin of chilli or curry, it's shit. There's no comparison to making it yourself. So, and if it weren't such a fat beep, and then they'd probably feed 3 or 4 people, to be fair. And yeah, little glug of red wine. Last 10 minutes of cooking. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this. I'll let you know what it's like. Well, talk about all systems go. It's about 11:30 now, but it's been an eventful morning. And now it's been an eventful for me. I just had another one after the rod's pitting out about 10 minutes, I reckon. Sprodding across those canopies there. Anyway, I'll update this a little bit later with what's been going on, but yeah, happy days. Good dude, wasn't he? £20.5. Literally just finished bombing. Sorry about the sunlight on him, but I'm not a professional. I don't ever claim to be. Happy days. Literally, I've been. Alright, mate. Chill out. Let's watch this side. Come in like a dog on a lead, and then beats the shit out of me, doesn't you? Which one of these words? Filming with animals, eh? All good fun. Come on. There we go. Nice work. That was literally within minutes. Just sorting out my other spot mix and where it went. Happy days, 3 fish. Still got a night to do. That's what I needed, a few bites. Anyway, some more news to tell you, but I'll tell you in a minute. once we've got this one back. Finally, right, so it's just gone 1 o'clock. Yeah, as I said earlier, it's been an eventful morning. So must have been about, I don't know, 7:30ish. Got a call from Shane, who's on a guestie. I think what I said yesterday up on Gaunts. And fair play, he's had one of the A team. Although it ain't got a name apparently, so we're just gonna call it no name, I think. But yeah, 42, 4 fucking hell of a fish. I've got a bit of video footage, so I will bolt that on round about now. Hopefully I'll edit it properly. Yeah, absolute stunning. Obviously I had to wind in and go and have a look. Yeah, fair play to him. He was fishing the left hand double, which is sort of an area I've been seeing him between like the flats where I was fishing opposite and the stumps. If I manage to upload all this lot correctly, yeah, you'll see I managed to capture some shows in that area. But yeah, I just couldn't get a bite. And I know others that have been in there as well and also struggled to get a bite. And fair play old Shaner's pulled out of the bag. He had a 36 yesterday afternoon, 23 in the rain last night, I think he said, and then obviously that one this morning. So yeah, the boy can cash him, shall we say, making me look like a fucking noddy. But that's fishing, isn't it? You know, you can rock up and just have it off, you know. And yeah, it was nice, just nice to see it, you know, proper nice fish. And yeah, just whets the appetite to go back on there. And you know, I'm not going to change an awful lot, I don't think. I might sort of downsize the baits. A lot of people seem to be using sort of smaller up baits, which goes against the grain for me, really. You know, in my head, it's like big fish, big boilies, you know. But yeah, sometimes a change is as good as a rest, as they say. So yeah, I'll go our arms slightly different next time, but not massively, you know. But anyway, back to this session, as you just seen. Had a nice scrape of 20s, like 20 and a half. Literally, I got back in the swim. I've been out there fucking 2 or 3 hours, like just enjoying the moment, you know, like you do. Cut the bruise and that. And I thought, right, get back down here. So yeah, Roz went back out, closely followed by a fair hit of bait over the spot I've had 2 of the fish from. And yeah, literally I was just sorting out another mix from the other spot, because I'm mixing it up a bit this week. And yeah, it's fucking ripped off. I didn't even hear my alarm. In fact, I don't think I had it switched on, because I had, you know, literally been out minutes. So yeah, all that bait and fucking take straight away, which is mad. But yeah, I'm not convinced he would have cleaned me out, because yeah, it was a fair hit of bait and it was, like I said, near enough instant bite. So yeah, I'm gonna sit on it for a bit and then give it another hour or so and top it back up a little bit, maybe. That's the plan. So yeah, 3 fish, fucking definitely happy with that. Yeah, so next session, next week, I'm not here, unfortunately, got a week out, but I should be back the following. It was a fucking helicopter. And always the same when you start vlogging. I'm sure you'll still be able to hear me, so yeah, not here next week. And then the following, I should be back, so probably back on goals, you know. Now I've had a few fish, doing what we do, just breeds confidence, doesn't it, really? Yeah, so I should go back on there. Well, that's the plan anyway. But we'll see how it unfolds. But yeah, this is a cracking little swim, very nice. I think Davey's down the bottom end somewhere, I think. Yeah, he's had a few fish, so he's happy as well. Yeah, he's doing steady bites, which is nice. And there ain't many on there. I think there's 5 people on there, 4 people maybe. So yeah, anyway, dinner time. Some more cowboy beans. It'll stink beautiful tomorrow. Playing darts. But that sounds like a them problem and not me. Anyway, until later. Bucker. Hello, mate. Mr. Feisty. little 17 pounder. Literally just finished bombing again. Thought I should have had another bite. And yeah, straight away. Mad. And it sounds like we've got a bit of a thunderstorm coming. So yeah. Obviously got a bit of a low pressure going on at the minute. You get me? Lovely clean crisp fish in here. Much lighter than Gaunt's, probably because it's very clayey water. Yeah. Fish number 4. Happy days, let's get you back and get that rod out before it pisses down. Nice. Well, I don't remember seeing that on the forecast. Fucking hell. Waiting for a clap of thunder any minute. Put that rod out yet, but that can wait for a minute. Good thing about these swims, gravel, happy days. Fucking that's mental. Wow. Yep, some flashes of lightning. I've got 12 foot of carbon above me, baby, that's not good, is it? There. Right then, we're coming into the final evening. The rain finally stopped. And it looks like a different day now. Excuse fingers and thumbs. So yeah, I've just given another hit of bait. Seeing as they're rather hungry fish, it would seem. Yeah, the only rod I ain't produced yet is that right arm rod, which is sort of in the distance you can see the sort of tallest tree if you come left of the island. Yeah, where I'd envisage it to be a bit of a, I may be wrong, but what feels like a deeper area than closer to the island, if you know what I mean. But yeah, nothing off of that yet. I mean, you can probably make out that bird in the background, foreground, whatever. Yeah, background, isn't it? That's the one. I did see a fish nut out sort of this side of him this afternoon. Come out like 3 or 4 times. Looked like a decent fish. So yeah, I've persevered with that spot. Like I said, I've only got tonight anyway. Yeah, that's the spot with hemp, buckwheat, corn. Did a bit of monkey shit. Put a bit more boilie in this time around as well. Yeah, redone that banker rod, should we call it? Yeah, and obviously you said I had one fish on that bag, which is the first fish I had. But yeah, I've got no reason to redo that, I don't think. I don't know, I might do just because only 10 wraps, so piss off Moran. Or any fucking rods. There's a bit of corn off that pallet that I dropped, unless you troughed it already. But yeah, so I might well redo that one quickly before it gets dark. And that'll be it then. Sit back and enjoy a bottle of wine. Got no cooking to do tonight because it's already cooked, so I just got to heat it up on the stove. Yeah, happy days. I think we'll do a bit more rain early hours, but not much by the look of it. Although saying that weren't expected earlier on, the fucking hell, deluge. But yeah, injection of cold water. Yeah, probably not the one, is it really? But it's that time of year, isn't it now? It's yeah, it's definitely colder that water than it was. But anyway, I'll leave it there. You never know, you might see me pretty soon with another fish. Let's say it's just had another hit of bait, so it's very possible. But yeah, until such times, I'll catch you in a bit. He'll do, won't he? Happy fucking days. Halfway through a bottle of wine. Little fish meal again. Yeah, a bit of a lump on this side. rib or whatever. Let me do it side. Happy days. She will do. Alright, mate. It's not even looking for the fucking fifth. Must be like being an Afghan or something, you know? But yeah, happy with that. Let's get you back, fella. Nice bit of sunshine, look. Well, starting to stow away now, slowly. Nice bit of sunshine, but none that's coming in here. Not really, which is a shame. So that means another week of drying kit out, spread all across the garage. You know the drill. But anyway, yeah, what a cracking session, really. I'm glad I come in here. Yeah, I always threatened that if this swim was free and I started struggling, I'm going to do it. And guess what? I struggled, so I've done it. So yeah, what do we end up with? 320s up to 29 ounces, and yeah, a couple just under, well, 17, I think 17 and a half, something like that, and one just shy of 20. So happy days. I've used a lot of bait. All of it's, not all of it, sorry, 4 bites, 4 fish have come off the fish meal over pellet. You know, they're relatively young fish in here, so they all know what a pellet is, don't they? But interestingly, I've had a so we're sort of not close to the island, but like where I'd imagine the drop off is. That's what it feels like on a lead. I've had a baited area now since I've been here. Hemp, buckwheat, bit of sweet corn, our monkey shit homemade, tipped off with a little bit of yellow, and I hadn't done a single thing. So yeah, quite surprised by that. I mean, it's still chance that they go off, but yeah, I've not seen anything anywhere near it. It's doesn't, yeah, don't know. The only other rod producers went out 10 wraps on a little bit of gravel I found, but that's been fishing on a bag. But that's only done the 1 bite, so. But yeah, anyway, not complaining. It's nice to go back smelling of success. And obviously you've seen some banging fish on this vlog. Not only mine, but obviously Shane as well, with that 42.4. Proper job. So yeah, I'm not here next week. Back the following week, and then me and Shane are going to do a little soch on Gaunts. Hopefully he don't show me up. He probably will. You can catch him, that boy. Anyway, that's me done. I'm going to pack up, fuck off home. Thanks for watching.